Okay, feet apart. All right, a little bit wider than hip width, and we're just gonna go side to side, okay? Make sure you're sitting back into those hips. We're just warming up, so you don't have to go deep unless you're already warmed up. 4 more. 2 more. Now turn your knees and toes out and give me a wide squat, just down and up. So turning out, pressing back with the knees. Chest up, shoulders back. Drive into those heels. 4 more. 2 more. Bring yourself up. Keep the feet wide and reach overhead. Feel that stretch down your side. Lift up through your torso. 8 more. Good. 4 more. Now reach across. Turn your hip. Pivot your foot. So if you're on carpet, just lift your toe and tap it so you don't have to pivot on that carpet. 4 left. All right, take the arms side to side. Get down on the legs. Should feel good. You're just warming up. 2 more each way. Hold your feet. Give me a squat. Sit back. So make sure those hips travel back. You got 4 more. Now stay down, round, release your back. Tuck your hips under. That should feel good on the low back. 2 more. All the way up, take 1 foot forward, doesn't matter which. Shift back, feel the hamstring stretch. Shift back. Good, 2 more. Last one. This same leg. Just swing that leg and reach with the hand. Just releasing that hamstring. 3 more. 1 more. Okay, we got the other side. Shift back, back, and up. This is kind of where you assess if something's feeling tight. 2 more. Now we're going to reach for that leg. Doesn't have to be high. Last 3. 1 more. Feet apart and elbows bend side to side. Nice twist. Last 4. Okay, give me goalpost arms. That's my only sports reference. Press back. Little rotator cuff. 4, 3. So we're going to take those hips back a little bit, hinge, and then give me a fly. Squeeze back and stand up. So down, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Back. Okay, now we're going to take those arms overhead. Reach. Now if that's too much, one hand, and then you can switch hands. Abs in, bend those knees. 1 more. Bring yourself up. Last thing, circle that knee out and out. Go at any speed you like. I tend to move on the beat. I can't help myself. I've been conditioned for too long. All right, let's get started. All right, so we're going to start easy. We'll ease into it, especially if you're still not fully warmed up. So I'm going to do 1 weight. I'm going to start with a squat. So you can choose a heavier weight, totally up to you. We'll do 1 more set after this, so you can always go heavier. Okay, so I'm going to turn my knees and toes out. It's not a sumo. It's just your normal squat stance and back up. So chest lifted, shoulders back. Now really start the movement with the hips going back. Abs tight at the bottom. So it's really kind of like a deadlift. Normally a deadlift goes all the way to the floor. And if you have that mobility, flexibility, you can do that. Press those knees outward. Engage those hips. Okay, we're gonna go to the bottom, so cutting out for 2. Give me 2 partials. Press into the heels, and press all the way up. Try not to round that upper back. Keep the abs in. All the way up. And again, same thing. Drive to the heels. Evenly. 1 more. Remember, squeeze the shoulders back. I know I keep saying that. Down 2, up 2. Because sometimes if you don't think about it, they start to come forward. Try to center that weight. Okay, here's your last one. I'm gonna put this weight in one hand. I've got a 1-arm row. I'm gonna start with my right hand. It really doesn't matter which one you start with. Wide base of support. I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna release. So you wanna be as parallel to the floor as you can with your torso. So really think about pulling in with the shoulder blade as opposed to your hand. Okay, because that's what we're trying to work, is that lat. So, good. Squeeze that shoulder blade into the other. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. Come up for 2. Release just a little bit. The elbow, not the hand. All the way down. Get that stretch in there. Partial. Now your abs are engaged, right? I trust you. That's saying a lot. I got trust issues. All the way down. 1 more. Okay, we're going to go back to that squat. Same thing. All the way down. Put that weight. Now you could go heavier at this point if you want, but we'll do the row on the other side. So remember what you did. Shoulders back. Down. Up. Work on your depth. So start the movement with the hips traveling back. So you're going back and down. This is very much core, so keep it engaged. Take your time on the way up. That's where you're working against gravity, right there. Okay, so we've got those partials coming. Down 2. 2 partials. Press into those heels. Abs in all the way up. You got 3 more. All the way up. 2 more. Good, you look great. Come up. And 1 more like that. Okay, so we're gonna slow down this last set. Give me a 4-4 count. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Drive up. Take your time. Good. 3 more. This is the last set of this. Push that floor away. Just 2 more. And then we're going to do that row on the other arm. Okay, 1 more. Remember, keep that navel pulled in. That's going to support your low back. Okay, put that weight in that other hand. Get your stance. Nice wide base. You don't want to be too narrow and you don't want to round, okay? I like to put my elbow down sometimes. Reach forward, get that stretch. So here's like, if you had a chair or something, you could even, if you had a high step, you could do that. Just some kind of support. Get that shoulder blade retraction in there. Remember, it's all about the elbow coming back and in. Don't worry about your hand. It's just holding the weight. Abs tight. Breathe. Okay, we got that 2 partials at the top. Elbow, elbow, all the way down. Feel the stretch. Down. You got 2 more. Nice. 1 more. Okay, all the way down. Bring yourself up. Nice job. Now, hopefully you're warmed up. I know that was a lot of low back, so I'm going to give your low back a little break. So we're going to use the step. Remember, if you don't have a step, it is totally fine. So I'm not going to go too high. Well, I'll go higher than that. I like the mini step because it's adjustable. The main thing if you're using some kind of platform is you don't want this knee higher than your hip. Okay, you're like, no problem there, right? Okay, so you want to keep your weight tipped forward. So you don't want to be straight up and down. You're driving into that heel, okay? So we're going to step up. I'm going to show you the option here. Really all it is a lunge. Up. So I'm trying not to push off that foot that's going to the floor. I'm trying to keep engaged in this leg. So obviously, you could do a lunge. You could step in. Just make sure this knee doesn't travel forward to your toe. So if you've got a lower, like regular step, you could squat at the bottom. Now I'm looking down to help me balance. Drive into this leg. Don't take tension off this leg, okay? Should definitely feel the quad. Okay, 2 more. Here's your last one. Okay, put that leg, the leg you just worked, on the floor. Other foot is on the step. Okay, single leg squat. Sit back and up. So you may have to adjust the height or sit back and up. I'm shifting back and up. So I just don't want to do this, okay? Still quadricep. Now I'm going to be adding weight to this in a second. These two, you don't have to. 1 more. Okay, I'm going to add weight. I'm going to add 1. Same thing we just did, same leg. See, I'm so nice I gave you a warm-up. Okay, remember, keep your weight forward over this leg. Press up. Drive into the heel the whole time, constant tension on that heel. Take your time coming down. You're working the negative there. Remember, you could be doing a reverse lunge and a tap in, or even a stationary lunge if you like. Very little pressure on that tapping toe. I'm not pushing off of it if I can help it. 4 more. Okay, 2 more, and then we'll do that single leg squat. Step down. It's still the same working leg. Okay, I'm gonna put my toe here. Sit back. That way I have better range of motion. Now, if you're like a total badass and you can do a pistol squat, you go for it. So I'm trying to put as little pressure on this toe or heel as I possibly can. Tapping my butt back like there's a little chair back there. I like to keep the weight high so I'm less likely to round my upper spine. It reminds me to keep it lifted. 2 more. Last one. Okay, now we're gonna do an overhead press, then we'll do the other side. So I'm gonna go lighter. I've got 10s just to give you an idea. Now you know what's coming. Okay? I like close grip. You can do military press, okay? So up 2, down 2. Abs tight. Now, of course, you could sit for this. Some people prefer that. A little more core. All the way up, all the way down. Now, if you find yourself arching your back to get that weight up there, put a foot back. Okay, we're gonna do one arm at a time tempo. One more. Now both arms, slow it down. Up, down, and again. One arm at a time. Up. Now hopefully you picked a challenging weight. 2 both arms. This is one of my favorite exercises. Last set, one arm at a time, because it gets upper chest, shoulders, triceps. Both arms, slow, lean. Gotta add that lean on there. One more. Up. Okay, bring it down. We're to the other side now on that leg press or step up. So make sure you switch legs. So you're leaning forward. You're in that squat, right? Tap up. Remember, you can do that lunge. Keep tension on that heel. Now you could be using weight if you want to. We didn't use weight on the first set because there's more to come, okay? So I'm not pushing off that foot on the floor if I can help it. I'm trying to keep it all in this leg. The deeper I go in this squat, the more I target that glute as well, which is a good thing. Driving into that heel. And you may find the heart rate goes up just because you're working the big muscles of the legs. More blood flow makes sense, right? Okay, you got 2 more. Then we're going to step off. 1 more. Perfect. Okay, that same leg is your working leg. I'm just putting this out there for balance. Sit back. Up. Back. I put my hands in front of me. It helps me to go back further because I really want to target that glute and quad. Again, I'm pushing into the heel. Sit back. Now your range of motion might be deeper. It might be shallower. Just do the best you can. This one's nice if you have like a chair that you can tap back to. All right, give me 4 more. Then we'll go back to the step. I'm going to add that weight. 2 more. Hopefully you're feeling your quads by now. 1 more. Okay, so I'm going to grab that weight. I'm going to keep it up close to me and tap up, and down. So I'm squatting down, keeping constant pressure on that heel. Just be aware if you release that heel. Sometimes the body's sneaky. It will try to take the path of least resistance. It's always about making things as easy as possible for us, which I appreciate in theory. Okay, you got 4 more. Last 2. Then we got 1 more set of that single leg squat. Last one. Step down. Get into position. Okay, I like the toe out. Some people like the heel. And then back. So make sure that knee isn't tracking forward. A good way to tell is look down when you squat. If you find you can't see your foot, it's going forward. You should be able to see your foot. Really think about squeezing the glute on the way up. Another way to tell is if you feel pressure in the knee. That means you're shifting too much weight forward. Two more. 1 more. Okay, bring it up. All right, we've got that shoulder press again. So based on how you did on the last set, because you had plenty of rest, decide what weight you need to do. All right, bring it up. 2-2 count, both arms. Up. So if you struggle with shoulder mobility issues, I recommend the closer grip. That's a little bit easier on the shoulder than like a wider. Okay, one arm then the other. I always have a foot back just so I don't try to cheat. Both arms, 2-2. So this is very much a core exercise as well. Legs are stabilizing one arm at a time. Both arms. Okay, here comes the last part. 2 more. And then both arms, 2-2, then we're done. Last one. All right, set it down. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to get this out of the way because we are going to do traveling squat. So you can hold a weight or you can hold a weight. I find this much more comfortable. So you're going to go across and go across and then go back the other way. So my knees and toes are turned out and then I'm always dragging that foot that's coming in. Okay? So I'm going to hold my 25. Doesn't matter which way you go first. Okay? Weight is up high or low, whatever you like better. Step out, slide that foot in. Now go the other way. Ooh. Take a nice big step. If you take a small step, you might look like this and you might feel your knees. Big step. We're gonna drag that toe. That creates resistance on the inner thigh. Now you can always modify and not go as deep. What I recommend is get rid of the weight and go deeper. Right? Okay, 4 more each way. Make sure the knees and toes are on the same angle. Two more. And one more. Okay, quick rest. Not too long. Stationary sumo. Knees and toes turned out pretty wide. Shoulders back. Press out. Now this is wider than where we started. So make sure at the bottom, here, make sure you can see me, all right? You're straight up, straight line. So not here. Nice straight line. Chest lifted. I'm checking you out. No pressure. One more. Quick rest. Okay, we got that sliding lunge again. I say that because I was literally sliding. Don't accidentally do the splits. That's the worst kind of splits. All right, we got it again. I'm going to start on this side. Here we go. Drag the toe. Create that tension on the inner thigh. Remember, do it without weight if you need to or you want to, especially if you're just coming back from an injury or you're just starting. Remember, form, range of motion are more important than the resistance. You add that after. 4 more each way. Three more. Very nice. You guys look great. 2 more. Okay, here's your last set each way. All right, set up for that last set of sumo or plie. Wide, shoulders back, down, nice wide stance. Make sure that your knees are not going one way and your toes are going another way. Press back. Think of engaging the hips. You got 4 more. Two more. Last one. All right, set that down. Okay, grab a little sip of water. We have triceps. Triceps. Go light. We've got rear shoulder extension and then a kickback. Kickback can be challenging, so I'm actually going to grab my 8s. Okay, so we get into that hinge position. Put your hips back and bend your knees as opposed to this. If your hips are back but your legs are straighter, you're going to feel more tension on your lower back. So it's kind of a squat. Feet together. Now arms straight back and then guide it down. Go as high as you can. The arms stay straight on this. This is a rear shoulder extension. Now, of course, if you need to sit and then tip forward, you can. Abs in. Now take it up for 2. Then bend the arm, keep the elbow height. Straighten. Bring the arm all the way down. So we're adding that kick back in at the top. Hold the elbow height. Straighten. We're going to go faster. Up, bend, straighten. Good, you only have 2 more. Hopefully you feel your triceps. Last one, I'm going to let you stand up. Bring it up. Bring those arms overhead. You can do 1 weight or 2, don't arch. Bend, straighten. Again, I have my foot back like a kickstand. That keeps me from arching my back. So you want to try to avoid your elbows being here. You want them back by your temples if you can. Okay? So you have those arms overhead. Full extension. Get as deep as you can in that rep. All the way up. Okay, you only have 2 more. We're going to go back where we started. 1 more. Bring the arms down. Not as many reps. I know you're thinking this girl's lost her mind. That is true. Long time ago. Hinge. Straight arm. Up. Bend. Straighten down. Abs in. Keep that elbow height. We want tension on those triceps. It's also getting rotator cuff back of the shoulder. Okay, only 1 more and then we're going to bring it overhead. Stand up. Get ready. I promise this is the last part. Hopefully you feel it, because I do. Hopefully you chose enough weight. Go to that stretch point. You got 3 more. Okay, 1 more. Now set the weight down. I'm going to grab 1 weight. Now I'm going to use this because my floor feels slippery today. It's probably these shoes. So we're going to do a single leg Romanian deadlift. That's a long enough name, isn't it? So I'm going to balance and then I'm going to come back. So you can hold 1 weight or 2. Now, if you're feeling very wobbly today, tap back and bow. Okay? I think I'm going to hold 1 weight. 1 weight. And it can feel different with the opposite hand or the same hand. You can kind of play around with it. Tap, back. So you want to avoid rounding that upper back. Now, you might be wobbly the first couple of reps or the whole time. Balance can change day to day. So hinge. It's all about the hip. Really good for hip mobility. So I'm going to switch to the front leg. I like to mess with this sometimes. Remember, this might be you. Just tapping, bringing it back. So just think of it like a bowing motion. Whoop. One more. Okay, I'm going to grab the mates of this weight. I just like making rhymes. I was a rapper in a past life. Okay, both feet. Now your hinge. Hips go back. Squeeze up with your glutes. So think of your hips going as back as far as they can. That's the end of your range of motion. So you don't need to come all the way down here. You don't gain more from it. That just means you've lost your form. Hips go back. Keep those shoulder blades squeezing together. And you go to neutral, spine. You don't tuck under. That just puts more tension on the lumbar disc. You don't need that. Push into the heels, squeeze the glutes on the way up. So keep your chin the same distance from your chest the whole time. Okay, you got 2 more. 1 more. And then put one, or whatever weight you use on the single leg. We're going to the other side. I start with this. Okay, here we go. This is my not so balanced side. Hip hinge. So only go as far as you can, okay? Don't push it. Hip hinge. I have to really focus on this side, which really tells me I need to work this side more. Remember, you could be holding 2 weights if you like. Feels different because they counterbalance each other. That's why I like to move the weight around. I do this every morning when I wake up, but without weight, of course. I've had a lot of hip issues in the past. Doing this every morning has helped a lot. So keep those shoulders back. You got 2 more. Then we're going to grab that other weight for a second set of bilateral. Last one. Okay, grab that weight. You could go heavier if you want. Don't let me stop you. Shoulders back. Shift those hips back. Squeeze up. Those weights stay real close to you. They don't go out here. That's more tension on the low back than you need. And there's no benefit. I like to kind of keep it to the side of my leg. I'm less likely to drop my shoulders that way. I am not the most flexible person. Abs engaged, especially at the bottom of that rep. Push into the floor with your heels, always. Okay, you only have 2 more, then we're moving on. Last one. All right, bring yourself up. Okay, so I'm gonna put my mat at the end of my step. I'm gonna lower my step a little bit. Remember, you don't have to have a step if you don't have one. If you've got a chair, you could use that for this part. We won't be stepping up on it. So I have my mat right at the end because I'm going to do glute bridges, but first I'm going to do push-ups. Yay! I actually love push-ups. I know, I'm probably in the minority there. So I'm going to go heavier on this one. So we're going to start with a chest press, laying on your back. So you could go lighter because we're going to end with push-ups. Only one set of each. Okay, so I'm going to have my head up because this thing sticks out. Now you can put your feet on the bench. Now, think about squeezing the shoulder blades together as you press. Squeeze together. That stabilizes the shoulder girdle, shoulder joint. So often I hear from people that doing push-ups or chest press bothers their shoulder. And a lot of times because they're not stabilizing. So you want to think about retracting, depressing, not sad, okay? And then keep that whole back area tight as you press up, which I know it kind of takes some thinking if you're not used to it. Really good for the shoulder joint though. Prevent that shoulder issue. It teaches you also to mobilize that shoulder. 2 more. Last one. Okay, bring it down. Now, if you're not a fan of push-ups, I get it. I didn't used to be. Just remember, if you're not good at something, that means you need to do more of it. Unless it causes you pain, of course. That I totally get. All right. So you can always do more chest presses. Hands level with your chest. Okay, I like to do the peel-off method. Up, and then all the way down. Or you can come to here, down. The reason I like to do that method is it gets you all the way to the bottom of the rep. Whereas doing a modified push-up like this, I never actually see anyone progress deeper. They just keep doing that, right? So if you start with that kind of peel-off method, you actually get stronger through the full range of motion. And then you can progress to come into your toes. Okay, my speech is over. Spread those fingers. Closer grip is going to be a little bit harder than a little bit wider grip, but you don't want to be here. 2 more, 2 more. 1 more. Perfect. You're going to put your heels on the bench or on the floor. Make sure they're centered so it doesn't flip, okay? So we got a glute bridge. I'm going to use a dumbbell because I need all the help I can get in this area. I'm one of those people that just my bone structure, I have to work really hard to have any kind of butt at all. I know there are people that don't feel sorry for me. Remember, we always want what we don't have. Keep that rib cage on the floor. So what do I mean by that? You don't want to bring it all the way up, okay? So you curl the hips under. So my ribs stay. Upper back, mid back stays on the floor and you squeeze under, pelvic tilt. Squeeze up. Nice. I'm going to give you an option. You don't have to take me up on it. I'm going to take one leg up and I'm going to pulse 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now switch legs. You can have both feet down. 1, 2. I'm really driving down on this heel. Okay, we're going to do one more set each way. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both feet down. Slow it down. Come to the top. Squeeze down. Drive into those heels because that gets a little more hamstring. That's a good thing. Last one. And then we're going to pulse up 15. Why not? Stay up there. Push down to the heels. Yeah, you got it. Remember, ribs stay down. Squeeze the glutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees in. Whee! Roll yourself up. We're going to stand up. I know. Now I don't want to get up. All right, bring yourself up. This is so we don't get too, too sleepy. No, you guys probably, it's only 9:30, 10 o'clock there. It's almost lunchtime here. Okay, so we're gonna start to wrap this up. So we're gonna grab a little bit lightweight, just one. I'm gonna do 10. I'm gonna do 10 between both hands. I'm just trying to I'm kind of a klutz. Okay, I've got one weight horizontally. I'm gonna bring it up, twist, and then bring it down. Up, twist. Don't just twist the wrist. Elbow on top of elbow as much as you can. Doesn't need to go too high. I don't want to get your traps, the back of your neck. Keep the shoulders down. Good. Okay, so we're going to throw a little bit of core in there. That's always a good thing, right? Put that weight in your right hand. Widen your stance. Okay, bend those knees. Toe turned out. Over. Now, if this is too much, you're here. Feel the stretch. Squeeze up with this side. Keep a soft knee or a bent knee. I've got this toe turned out. My feet are not too close together. You could be here. If you want it to be more challenging, put the weight at the top. You can even slide this hand down if you need support. You should not feel any back pain on this. Tension, that's different, okay? 2 more. Last one. Okay, bring that weight to the other side. Over. Now, that weight could be in the bottom hand or the top hand, or no weight at all. Remember, I'm not the bossy. I'm just bossy. I'm a firstborn and I'm a Leo. My poor husband. So you still have those abs pulled in because you're working all the way around. Support that back. 2 more. Last one. Perfect. All right, set that down. Okay, so I'm going to slow the music down. We're going to do standing stretch, so make sure there's nothing in your way. Just meet me back here. Okay. This is not good for my, I can't stand clutter. It makes me crazy. Okay. It's good. I need to work on this. Need to work on it. Relax. Okay. So come down, and then curl your hips under. Hold that. Hold that. Stretch that low back. Support. Now straighten your back, come forward. You go as deep as you want. Just want to feel the hamstring stretch. You don't have to have really straight legs on that. I'm going to turn it down a notch. There we go. So I don't feel like I'm yelling at you. If you need support, take it. Slowly bring yourself up. You can support yourself on the way up. Step back. Press that heel down. Tip forward, get that calf stretch. And then bend this knee, tuck your pelvis, straighten yourself up, and then sink down. So if you need to slide that back a little more because you want this knee straight over your heel, press forward, squeeze that glute. When you squeeze one muscle, you stretch the opposing muscle. So we want to stretch that hip flexor. You can even lean back, hip flexor into your quad. You could reach. That's going to intensify the stretch. And that, if that's too much, you go back to here. Okay? Shift your weight to the back leg. So you want to lift that tailbone. You don't want to be tucked. Lift the tailbone and you're going to feel more of this leg. Top of the hamstring. Don't put any pressure on the knee. Good. Bring yourself up. Now switch legs, calf stretch, back. So tip forward, you're pressing that heel. You're not forcing it, of course. And then bend that knee. I'm sliding my toe back a little bit. Curl under, squeeze the glute muscle, come down. Lean back if that feels good to you. Remember, this should feel good. This is not something you force into. You're trying to release the muscle. And then shift your weight to the back leg. Turn your tailbone. So it's like you're arching your low back a little bit. Now center yourself up. Bring yourself up. Big inhale. Exhale. Take those hands back. Open up. That should feel good. You guys are awesome. Big inhale. One more time. Thank you so much for letting me teach you and showing up and all of that good stuff. You guys have a good weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.